What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of Elite Fleet. And I wanted to do a reaction to this video here from the Lifeline show. Hopefully they don't give me a copyright strike. Fair use, fair use. I'm talking over this, so fair use. Because I never reacted to any of their videos before. But they had this 20-year-old come on there and talk about how she has the perfect man, but she's still thinking about leaving him, and she's going to explain to you why. And I wanted to do a reaction to this because I keep trying to tell you guys, dating a woman who's young is not a cheat sheet to getting a nurturing, caring, submissive woman. It's not. And I notice when I look around all these other dating platforms, not every single one, but most of them, especially if it's a manosphere one, they always tell you women over 30, they're post-war, they're no good. You got to get you a young chick, a young woman, she's moldable, and blah, 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 blah. And listen, I have a young chick, right? I like young chicks. I don't have a problem with young chicks. But like I tell you guys all the time, there's no cheat codes to this game. Getting a young chick doesn't guarantee you anything. They come with their own set of problems. Just like getting a white chick has its own set of problems. Getting an Asian chick, own set of problems. Next thing they try to tell you, get your passport, go overseas. That has its own set of problems. Women are women, all right? The best way, I keep telling you guys this, I'm going to continue to tell you this. Until you learn how to vet and judge people based upon their personalities and how they've lived their life up to a point and how they were raised, you're not going to get the type of woman you want. There is no cheat code. No cheat code. All these cheat codes are going to come back and bite y'all in the ass. Now, as far as dating a woman in age brackets, I did a video a while ago. Go check the archives where I said the perfect age to date women, where I talked about the advantages and disadvantages of each age that women are. So that way you can kind of pick based upon what lane you're in as a man, which woman would be the best one for you to date. Rather you would want an older chick or rather you would want a younger chick, because there's advantages and disadvantages to both. Believe it or not, there's advantages and disadvantages to dating single mothers. Do you have kids? Because that's a big part of rather it be the advantage or disadvantage, right? But this video breaks down everything I warned you guys about dating those young 20-year-olds. Literally in one video, all right? So we about to go ahead and react to this, and we're going to find out why this 20-year-old wants to leave the perfect situation with her man. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get straight into it.
Next.
Hey, Chris and Matt, I'm Nina. My boyfriend and I love the pod. We're true babies. Chris, we recently got tickets to see you in Tulsa. Can't wait. So I'm going to jump right into it. My boyfriend and I have been living together for 2 years, dating since I was a freshman in college. But
now, I want y'all to key in on the fact that they've been dating since she was a freshman in college. And they've been living together for 2 years. Okay? Now, you're going to find out why that's important coming up right now.
He's 7 years older than me, so by the time we started dating, he was already out of college. There's this part of me that, despite the perfect relationship we have and the fact that we see a future together, I feel like I'm missing out on experiences at college. I want to live it up. There's a big part of me that's kind of addicted to the chase of new relationships and new guys. And, I kind of want to have the ability to flirt with other guys and live it up while I'm young.
She wants to go through her whole phase. She wants to get her back blown out. All right, in layman's terms, she's not going to straight up say that, I want to be able to flirt with guys and date around. You want to get piped, all right? She wants some BBC in her life. She probably ain't never had no BBC before. Her dad was keeping her away from the BBC. He was like, stay away from them. Don't you trust those Negroes over there? She want to get a little bit of experience of that. She probably want a little Asian persuasion. All right, she want to go after some Chads, some frat boys. She want to live her life. And this is going to bring me back to what I said before. He got with her when she was a freshman in college. He's 7 years older than her. So, of course, he's done with college. He's been done with college. I mean, he's at an age where unless he was going to school to be like a lawyer or a doctor, he could have got a master's in that gap. But the problem, she was a freshman in college, which means she was anywhere from 17 to 18. If you go back and watch the video where I broke down the ages of women, what did I tell y'all about women from ages 18 to 22, 21? They are for fun, recreational use only. They are thoughts. 9 out of 10 times, I know it's going to be some woman watching this in that age bracket. Not me, Alex. I'm not a thought. I'm a good girl. Yeah, okay, sure, sis. Even if you're telling the truth, it's not worth the risk. From 18 to 22, most women just getting away from their parents. They're just exploring their sexuality. They're still trying to figure out who they are. They probably haven't traveled much as an adult, not with their family, as I'm talking about, on their own, with their girls. They haven't experienced a bunch of guys. They haven't been heartbroken yet. They have no idea what a real relationship is like because they've never been in one. Right? This high school relationships aren't real relationships. Y'all go to the movies and y'all have sex basically, and you buy each other very cheap things. You don't live together. You aren't truly committed to each other. You don't got to deal with the stress of bills and kids and all that crap. All right? She doesn't know what's going on. She wants to live her life. She wants to have fun. If this dude had any sense, he would have known that. You don't come as a 23-year-old and try to start something serious with someone who's 18. That's just not smart. And if he moved her in, right? So he moved her in a place she's been living with him for like 2 years, aka he the dude who basically paying for her books, making sure her books is paid for, making sure she's good because most college students are broke, understandably so. So she appreciates him for that. But now that she's getting close to graduating, which means she's probably going to have her own bag and stuff, she's kind of like, I want to go out here. And I actually talked about this one in the video where I was just talking about Tia Mowry. Kind of was the same thing. What did I say? All of a sudden, her friends probably got in her ear. Now she want to go out on these streets and see what she can get. That V-Box start pumping. Pump it up. That V-Box get a heartbeat. Now all of a sudden, she's just like, I kind of wonder what this would be like. I kind of wonder what that would be like. And that's why I said in that video, and I'm going to say it again, you should give people time to experience life. When a woman gets played X amount of time, she starts to appreciate good men better, okay? When a woman has to carry a man, she starts to understand and appreciate real masculinity better. This woman never had a chance to have an F-boy who she paying for everything for. All right. She probably ain't been put through no tables yet. I'm not saying I want that to happen to anyone, but if he called her when she was 24, right, she'd probably been sweet chin music a couple times, hit and quit a couple times, then had every size, type, body shape, cot size of dude in the world, and she would have been fully ready to embrace what he's trying to give her. But he wanted to go and grab her at 18 before she experienced anything, probably thinking, I got this young woman in her prime, and I'm about to show her something different, and everything's gonna be cool. And she's thinking about going out here in these streets and getting her back blown out, which is what they're always gonna think when they're that young. I don't understand why any sane man would want an 18-year-old woman to be married to, unless you 18 too. Unless you're 18 too. And even then, I'm going to let you know right now. Yeah, a lot of the times you might meet the person you're going to marry in high school or college, but it probably ain't going to be in high school and college. It happens, but most of the time y'all come back to each other. Y'all find each other again. You need to have experiences. You guys keep downplaying women's sexuality, and I've noticed that. You guys downplay women's sexuality a lot. Y'all think women just sit there and when they're not in a relationship, they just sitting there and knitting sweaters and sewing socks and cleaning Cinderella, had a fella waiting for someone to find her glass slipper and bring it to her. They're not doing that. They not. They out here juggling 14 something different dudes. Even if they're not sleeping with them, they making out with them. The dudes is rubbing on their booties. They flirting with them. All right, they're juggling them. All right, they're talking to them. They're entertaining them. They're getting taken out on dates by these dudes. Even if they're not sleeping with these dudes, and the vast majority of them are sleeping with these dudes. That's just the real. Like she's not gonna say that, but that's what she said. She wants to go out and experience other men sexually. She want to get her cheeks clapped, as she should. Like a lot of people was in the comments trying to go ham on her and cook her or whatever, but she's 20. Dude, a college freshman don't know nothing about being no wife. She doesn't, and she's not ready to do that yet. If you're gonna deal with this Asian woman, what you do is you say, "How much is your books, baby?" $700. You give her the $700, blow her back out a few times, show her off to your friends, and you send her back free. You set her free. It's like when you go fishing. You catch certain fish, you gotta put them back in the ocean. You can't eat the fish. That's what it is when you're dealing with women that's young. But let's continue.
What do you say? Should he let me have a hoe phase, or should I just hunker down and make the future my priority and just accept that I've met the one? Any advice?
Now, did y'all hear what she just said? She said, should he let me have a hoe? I repeat, she said, should he let me have a hoe phase? Should he let me have a hoe phase? Guys, you can't make this up. What sane man is going to let a woman have a whole face? The answer is no sane man is going to let a woman have a whole face. You can't tell a man, hey, listen, we're going to break up for a little bit. I'm going to go out here and get my back blown out. And kudos to her for actually admitting she wanted to get her back blown out because she was tiptoeing around it. She was Euro stepping around it at first. But now she's just flat out saying it. So I'll give her kudos for that. But ain't no damn grown man about to be like, oh, yeah, go out here in these streets and get your back blown out. And I'll be waiting for you to come home. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So essentially what she's asking them is, hey, man, should I just cheat on this guy? You know what I'm saying? And then maybe I'll appreciate him more and come back. Or, you know, should I just hunker down and do the right thing and be in a relationship? The reason she's even having this thought process is because she's a child. A grown woman wouldn't have a thought process like this. Should I hunker down with this guy who's taking care of me? Or should I go back out here and experience what all these F-boys have to offer? They wouldn't be saying that. They would not be saying that. But she's saying that because she's a goddamn child who shouldn't even be in a position or in a situation where she's being offered a long-term relationship in the first goddamn place. Because she is a child. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Now, this is your little young girl, and it's a Becky, too. And I also want to point out, I told y'all Beckys are the biggest thoughts in America, and y'all got mad at me. You just camping for black women. But look at how she's openly like, hey, man, should I be able to go back in these streets and just get right back? I'm going to get right back. She hit him with the Jay-Z. I was going to get right back. Let me get my back blown out a few times. I'm going to get back. Let me get some BBCs that you can come and see me after. That's what she's essentially saying. This is what Rebecca's saying. This is the ideal woman that most of these dudes tell you go and get. The 18, 21-year-old, her sexual peak, as they would call it. And you know what she wants to do with it? She wants to go out here and find her some Chads, find her some Tyrones, find her some F-boys, and experience life. Y'all keep downplaying women's sexuality. This is going to kill y'all. It's going to be the thing that kills y'all in the dating and relationship game. It's going to kill y'all because y'all don't respect it. Y'all really think in y'all heads, it's hilarious to me. Y'all really think in y'all heads, women just sitting there twiddling their damn thumbs waiting for you to come, Prince Charming, and put them on the back of your horse and save them from the castle. They're not. A whole bunch of people running in and out of that castle and leaving her ass there before you come and get her. That's the reality of the situation. And it's one thing when you don't know. It's another thing when you know. That's why I say ain't no damn man gonna tell you, yeah, go out here in these streets and get your back blown out in the neighborhood, then come back and call yourself my wife. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Nobody's gonna be okay with that. This is what happens when you take a woman who has not experienced life and you try to turn her into a housewife. He's actually lucky because she's bucking before she got married. She's an idiot. If she was a smart white girl like most of them, I'm not saying this is right, I'm just being honest. If she was a smart white girl like most of them, honestly, what she would have did, she would have waited until she got the ring and she secured the bag, and then she would have went out here and started having experience. Because then when he inevitably broke up with her, she would be able to take half his shit. But she's so damn goofy because she's a kid, she's going to go and present this dumbass question to him right now. Hey, you think he should let me have a whole face? No, what you should do is just hunker down and get married and then worry about that later. So she's actually doing him a favor. Most of these young women ain't going to do y'all this favor. They're going to get the damn ring, might even get a kid out of you, and then they're going to turn up on your ass. Then they're going to switch up on you. Then they're going to hit you with the okie doke. This is the risk you run. These women, if they're that young, they are not ready to be wives. This is why when I tell dudes all the time, again, refer to that older video. If you're going to do a younger chick, she needs to be at least 24 or above. If you go and you trying to wife up anyone 18 to like 22, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. This is going to be you. And if you're lucky like this guy, it'll happen sooner. But most of the time, it's going to happen later. Let's see if they got anything else to add in here.
Appreciated. Thanks, guys.
What an awesome attitude about this. Should he let me have a hoe phase? I mean, just calling it like a spade a spade.
You should, if you actually...
I gotta give her props for that. She definitely ended up calling a spade a spade. Usually they won't do that. It's just like, oh, I just want to experience things. You want to get your back blown out.
I really think, I guess there's a few things going on here. If you really think that that's something you want before you truly settle down, you should bring it up. But what is going to have to happen is you're going to have to let him do the same thing too. Because it can't just be you who's like free and he's just waiting for you to finish. And that obviously would work if this was a guy calling in about him and his girlfriend. It's the same thing. Yeah. You can't have a partnership if it's not fair.
If you're getting some cut, he's going to get some cut.
Okay.
All right, but I mean, let's be honest about this. And it's not that they're wrong. And we're about to wrap this up because I see she's done, so we don't have really much else to add. I mean, the answer to the question is no. Just break up with the dude. He's not going to allow you to have a whole... Well, let me not say that because white dudes be in the cucking. So he might let her get some BBC on the side. He might. Let me not 100% say he's not going to do that, all right? Because he might be okay with that. Because she seems pretty confident, like, should I just see you let me have a whole phase or like what? She doesn't seem like she's worried about getting dumped. But what that tells me is this is probably some nerdy, dorky, lame dude. And I mean, listen, I get what they're saying when they're saying, okay, well, if you're going to do that, then you have to allow him the space to do that. And they're right. But here's the problem. If a woman knows you hoes or that you get chicks, they're never going to get in an open relationship with you. Ever. It's not going to happen. They'll break up with you first. They're not going to do it. Because the problem is, if they know you can pull women as easily as they can pull men, they got to worry about their security. They got to worry about another chick, you liking another chick more than them, and that chick gets the bag, and now they don't get the bag anymore. And see, that's what women worry about. See, she knows she has a good situation. That's why she keep talking like Jay-Z, I'm going to get right back. Or like, should he let me have this? Or should I hunker down now? She's saying that because she knows she's in a good situation. She's not planning on leaving this dude long term. Even if they make an open relationship. Here's the problem. Because y'all stupidly think women can't have sex without feelings attached. Now, can they have sex consistently without feelings attached? No. Can they get off 1 or 2 times without feelings attached? Absolutely. But I keep saying it's a constant theme in this video. Y'all keep underestimating women's sexuality. Y'all keep thinking that they aren't sexual beings. I don't know why y'all think this. An organism who can come has 5,000 nerve endings, whereas most of us don't because most of us got circumcised, who could come multiple times in one session, who keep popping up pregnant, all these babies getting deleted, and y'all think women don't got no sexuality. It's amazing to me. But anyways, she knows he can't get no chicks. Do you guys think honestly, right? If this dude had anything else to offer besides stability, clearly he has stability to offer. He's college educated. He's taking care of her. But if he was attractive, right? If he had a great personality, if he was that guy on top of the money, you really think she'd be calling and asking a goofy ass question like this? Should he let me have a whole phase? You're not going to ask a young, successful, attractive ladies man if you can have a whole phase, because you already know that that's death. You're gonna be more worried about keeping his damn attention. You ain't gonna have time to worry about whatever dude you might want to sleep with. This is a dork. This is a cornball. But see, white women are smart. They know you have fun with the chads, but you marry the dorks and cornballs. See, black women Hispanic women too, who get left out of this. Asian and white women understand what I just said. Black and Hispanic women generally, they want to marry the guy who looks good. They want to marry the Tyrone. They want to marry the bad boy because they're goofy as hell. And he'll never settle down. He'll always cheat on them and they'll end up baby moms. Yeah, Latina women, we talking about y'all with this too because y'all got a 50% single parent rate. Ain't nobody else talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it. Y'all do the same thing. Asian women, white women know, okay, we're going to have our fun in college. This is why I say 24. Let's have our fun. Let's have our sex in the city. Hopefully we don't catch no STDs or have our vaginas like Rocky Road ice cream. All right. And then we're going to hunker down with a cornball who can take care of us and provide stability, but who don't really got enough sauce to go out here and get other chicks. See, black and Hispanic women like to get dudes they know got other chicks. They know got options. Doesn't even always have to be the bad boy. But if a black or Hispanic woman's going to date a successful man, it's going to be a successful man who got the sauce. It's going to be a successful man who looked good, who built a certain way, who's a ladies' man. It's not going to be a dork. It's not going to be a dork most of the time. Not all of the time, most of the time. Most of the time. So I'm saying that to say she knows, she has no fear of an open relationship because she knows he can't get no hoes. She knows he can't get no hoes. And honestly, I'm not surprised by that because you got to be kind of an idiot to take an 18-year-old freshman seriously in terms of a relationship. Like, you gotta be an idiot. This is you never date a college girl. Everybody knows how girls get down on college campuses, especially Becky's. Becky's can't go to a party without making out with somebody. And you gonna trust them on a college campus to just sit on a V-box and not let nobody else clap? That's craziness. That's craziness. But in summation, guys, 18 to 21 is the danger zone. This is gonna end badly for you. And best case scenario, you'll end up in a situation like this where her V-box start itching before she even secured the bag and she does you a favor and skedaddles off. In most scenarios, especially if you got an Asian or a white chick, they're going to get married to you. secure the bag, then they're going to skedaddle off on your ass. And most of them ain't going to tell you. You ain't never even going to know because you're a dumbass simp. You ain't even going to know. And unless by the time you hear it through the grapevine, you're going to be 5 years in with some kids. This is what's going to happen. This is too young. A woman that young is just for fun. Personally, I don't even think you should be dealing with an 18, 19-year-old, right? But that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. But 18 to 21 is just for fun. That's the theme right there, all right? Somebody timestamp that for me. Somebody put it in the comments. 18 to 21 is just for fun. I know some of y'all watching, not me, Alex. Sorry, you're going to have to take the L here. 18 to 21, just for fun. It's not worth the risk. You don't date in that age bracket. If you want to go young, 24 is the youngest. Give them some time to go out here, get their heart broke. How you know we're going to get our heart broke? They're going to get their heart broke. All right? They're going to get played, tossed around. You know, let them get sweet chin music a few times. Then they'll appreciate what you're trying to bring to them. But don't be out here trying to lock down no goddamn 18-year-old. It just doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It's bad strategy. It's not going to work out. This is literally proves everything I said when I made that. And this is what most of these dudes is not going to tell y'all. They're not going to tell y'all the dark side of dating young women. They're just going to make it all seem like it's good because they want to sell y'all some quick pill. And they know most of y'all can't even pull 18 to 21-year-old women because you don't have enough money or you don't look good enough. So they just tell you, yeah, you get one of them, you're going to be good. It's not that simple. All right? It's levels to the game, all right? Vet the woman, learn her personality. And 18 to 21 is just for fun, unless you're that age. And honestly, even if you're that age, I told you guys before, and I'll tell you guys again, I still wouldn't trust no girl in college. Y'all relationship ain't going to go past college 9 out of 10 times any goddamn way. All right? It's college. Let the girls have fun. You should be having fun too if you're that damn age. 18 to 21 is just for fun. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.